Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another week of Storytelling Thursday. So, with all the news on all the jack crevalles that are being caught, I wanted to share a couple of stories of what we have gone through on our live jacks. So this one will pertain down to the South Padre Island. Me and my tournament fishing partner, Damon Remillard, had gone down there for a trip, and that was one of the times when we were putting the tackle industries to some major work and so forth. And that's when he was also showing me some ins and outs of reading the beach and so forth. So we drove all the way down to the Boca Chica side. Boca Chica, Mansfield. No. Was it Boca Chica or was it Mansfield? It was either one of them. It was Boca Chica or the Mansfield jetties. And so we pulled up there and God, I can't remember. Either way, it was one of the jetties. So we get out there early in the morning or late that night. We spent the night on the beach and so forth. And we get up that morning and jacks are in the surf. So we get out there, we start plugging away and start pulling in jacks. Well, we have a rig where we can keep our jack crevalles alive in the surf. So we kept putting them there, and soon enough we got about 15 jacks alive in the surf as our bait. So that way once the jacks disappeared, then we could kick back and start letting them swim off with the leader attached and getting us our shark that we wanted. So it was funny because we're over here throwing this way and we see the Jeep coming by and they just stop and they all get out and they're all going to start plugging for jacks that were right there in the wake up. We're like, no, those are ours. And they're like, what are you talking about? They're right there. We're like, yeah. So we went and picked one up and it's got a live jack on it. And they're like, oh, wow. And they're like, how'd y'all do that? And we're like, trade secret, you know. So we threw the fish back in the water and we went back to plugging. So we did that for a few hours. And then there was one time where we saw a jack come through and Damon's maybe 5 or 6 feet away from me in the water, and we're probably in about calf deep water. So we're sitting there, and then jack come through. I was like, wow, check that out. And then right behind it was like a 5 to 6 foot shark. So we like looked at each other, we're like, all right, I think we've had enough jacks. You know, let's go and get out. So we back out, and then we could start seeing all the sharks start rolling through, like literally right after that. I mean, we'd see them in the wave would come up, you see a jack, and you see a shark right behind it. Granted, you know, there were 6 and 7 footers, but still, them going after a jack, they turn, the shark keeps going forward or whatever, and they smash into one of us. That could have been a lot of damage they could have done, especially if we're faced this way and they hit the back of our calves or whatever. So either way, I mean, they would do damage, and not intending on them attacking us, but, you know, they got teeth in their mouths, you know. So it was just one of them times that we went out there, we caught a lot of jack, had them right there, ready to rock and roll. And as soon as it was ready for us, that's what we did. We pulled up a jack, hooked it up, let him swim off, and then we'd sit there and we'd fight the shark. What's crazy was we started pulling in these sandbar sharks, and the guys on the beach are like, hey, what are y'all going to do with that? Because we're sitting there taking pictures to get our measurements and DNA samples because we were tagging sharks for the Heart Institute. So we started to pull that shark, and they're like, oh, no, don't let it go, don't let it go. No. We're like, why? And they're like, because we want it. I'm like, well, go catch one, you know? It's like, we just caught this. We're doing our own thing over here of catching and releasing and so forth. So, you know, that's what we did. And it was surprising to them that they would see us catch so many and just release them and release them and release them. And for those that have had the opportunity to catch a big shark like that and release it, y'all know the feeling. Even on smaller fish too. Don't take this the wrong way, because I love releasing small fish. Even the itty bitty drums, it's so cool to see them swim away. You know, I like that. I like seeing that, you know, we can do that without having to kill everything that we bring to shore. So it was just a little sentimental thought of, you know, when you catch something, you can let it go. You don't always have to kill everything you bring up. And this is something that we've actually instilled into our kids. Nowadays, it's all like, all right, Dad, let me go get the kid, or let me go get this, let me go get that. And they already they're already under the knowledge and pre-assumption that we're going to release it, which is awesome, because now we don't have to like worry about upsetting our kids that they don't want to let go of something we caught. They're already used to that fact, so it's pretty awesome. All right, guys, that was just one little story down from South Padre. More than likely, Damon would chime in and let us know, because he's got a better, younger mind than me on remembering these things. So it was either Boca Chica or Mansfield Jetties. It was one of those two. I don't remember for sure. I want to say it was Boca Chica, but I don't know. We'll see. Damon, chime in, bro. Later, guys.